Hi, Susan here, doing a sort of a test run to see how jiggly this camera will be on you when I look at it later. Welcome to my revival, where I've taken a renewed interest in life since nearly losing mine several years ago. And one of those was to lose weight and keep it off, to be able to do more for God and to live a more fulfilled life in general, to be able to move better, breathe better. Speaking of breathing, you might have noticed I'm a little out of breath because I've decided to try a new, semi-series maybe. I've been thinking about this one for a while, and I'm going to call it Moving Mondays. So, happy Monday, everybody. It's the beginning of December here, and I'm new to just above freezing temperatures at the beginning of December. In California, it would get to about, the 40s sometimes in January or February, but it was sort of, for a couple of days I wear a sweater or some longer pajamas, and then, But here, the cold has sort of hit. New. Weather and changing of climate has been completely new and really knocked me sideways a bit with allergies and So, my first year of maintenance, I did go up in weight this year. So I did not maintain the weight of my goal weight the way I wanted to. However, I'm considering it a plus. I'm walking with my dog, Biscuit. I consider it a plus that I did learn so much this year. And I allowed for the learning, and I was patient with myself. But it included eating real food again for the first time in 2 years. Emotional eating hit me, and then preparation for my surgery, and then I was down for months when moving was going to be so important in keeping the weight off, and then I wasn't moving. And then we actually moved our home halfway across the country. And the bag of healthy choices I'd had in the car flew off the top of the car. Poor choices ensued. You do your best. We thought there would be, a different kind of sort of fast food desert here. And it turned out you can get nearly every fast food here, and fast food was one of my old behaviors I was looking to not go back to. So, that was a behavior that once I went back was very tough to break. Together with, back in the winter, I realized I had an addiction that was causing a trigger for me to overeat several days in a row. But I couldn't figure out what the trigger was, because sometimes it was salty, sometimes it was sugary. And for about 6 weeks, I had 2 or 3 episodes of what is causing me to want to go through and sift through my whole house to find fat foods and sugar foods and I gave it away, not fat foods, but I didn't understand what was triggering it until I realized it was fat. What I mean by that is ice cream has fat, donuts have fat, but they have sugar, they're sweet. But chips and dips are salt, but they have fat. So I was beginning to try and figure out what is causing this, because this was more of a salty thing. This was more of a sweet thing. And it took me 2 or 3 of, wow, together with, I have two eating behaviors genetically, food desire and eating disinhibition, that I cannot change. And they both make it hard. Food desire is that I will work harder to get the foods I want. It's visual. If I see something, I really want it. Car's coming. Pretty quiet road here. So when I see a car, I stop. Of course, when I see a car, I stop. When you start working and working out or walking, do you start having sort of your thoughts not come out as clearly? So, food desire is a tough one. I call it the liar, because it lies to me. It says, oh, you can incorporate this into your diet if you're just careful and portion it. Well, then you get it home. Say you take a pie home, and you think, I'll just cut it into portions. But then it kind of tag teams eating disinhibition, which is a lack of control of food. And it kind of claps its hands in glee and says, ha, I got you to get this home. But if you think you're portioning this pie, you haven't anything coming. Because even if you just eat some now, you're going to finish eating this today or tomorrow. And people often wonder when they don't have this, why don't you just portion your food? Why don't you just eat less? They don't understand if you genetically can't. It's something to learn to work with and around. So for instance, I've learned a lot about food environment control in my house. I have no sugar in my house. I'm very careful the fat I have in my house. So you would say I have a boring pantry, perhaps. Not that one little goodie tucked away somewhere, because food desire will know where it is and will hunt it down. And eating disinhibition will chow it all down. So I'm not complaining, I'm saying those are some I figured out I have, and so this year's had a lot of its challenges, plus the massive surgery, the massive move, and husband changing job situation, insurance changes, bill changes, and now I'm feeling more settled here now. It's taken a while, quite a while. My husband still needs a job, and that'll be sort of the final tent peg, if you will, and sort of feeling, okay, we're here. We've got some settled action going on. So I thought it important to jump back on here, just like it was important after the Thanksgiving weekend to go ahead and start moving again. I've been eating well today, and I have choices written down for later today to make sure that I don't get fast food later because I'm tired and we want to watch football, or it's cold, or had the plan to go to the store and get fruits and vegetables. But frankly, I'm beginning to learn to adapt on the days when my husband feels ill, which comes and goes, and just say, you know what, if we're not probably going to the store today, what have we got in the fridge, in the freezer? Have we got some microwavable vegetable bags and things like that? So I am continually practicing getting in this saddle. I don't want to say back in the saddle. I've been in the saddle. I've just been trying to learn how to not completely fall off as I hit different trials and learning. Like I said, I didn't deal with the eating disinhibition or the food desire when I was on my diet because I was eating protein shakes. And now I am going to be on maintenance, trying to lose a little weight at a time again to keep it up permanently. The good thing about my program was they really taught me a lot of what I really need to know. But applying every aspect, emotional eating, water amount, sleep amount, what hormones get affected through less than 7 or 8 hours sleep, which is the one that makes you feel satisfied when you eat gets switched off and the one that makes you feel hungry gets switched on. And so I was thinking, okay, I got to be careful of those because I didn't sleep well. I forgot to mention this part. For about 3 months, there were mess ups with the bed in the move and the new bed and getting rid of that bed. And I did not have a good sleep for 3 of the months in the summer. And it was partly a spiritual journey of if I don't have self-control physically, how can I have self-control, which is listed in the Bible as one of the fruits of the Holy Spirit. In Galatians 5:22, self-control is one of the gifts of the Spirit. So, fruits, think of the Spirit. So, I struggled with that in August. I had a couple of months of, can I not do this? Is my weight just gonna go back up? Which, by the way, another aspect, one of the reasons the first year is so tough, your body is trying to get back to your highest weight. So it's working against you. So anyway, I had a sort of spiritual lesson in there too about, you know what? It's a fruit of the Spirit, so I could ask God to help me have self-control. A lot of times in trials in my life, they ended up teaching me things that led to lessons about the fruits of the Spirit, like compassion was a really hard lesson for me. And there was another one I forgot. I didn't pre-think this video, you can tell. And so if self-control is right now the road I'm on, that's fine. Anyway, so it's Monday, filming it Sunday, but I'm going to put this up Monday. I'm going to call this Moving Monday. I might not do this every week, but I was just kind of thinking, you know, you might need encouragement too. How are you moving this week? Do you have a pool you could swim in, or being winter, an indoor track you could walk around? Sorry about that. What is it you can do to move more? Even maybe walking circles inside your house. Or if you have little 2-pound weights, you can do sitting in a chair if you can't walk. What are you doing? It's bare but beautiful, isn't it? All the leaves are gone. So what are you doing to move more this week for yourself? Because we were built to move, not built to sit. And I thought, if I need encouragement to get up and get out, one of the things we're doing, my husband and I have made a goal to lose a certain amount of pounds. No, now I'm really getting brain foggy because I added this at the end. To walk a certain amount of miles by December next year, because we knew of a friend who started a group to work to walk 2,020 miles for the year with a group in an app. And so we decided, well, I know I work better with people. I get more, encouraged in working with people. So I thought, okay, what if my husband and I could make a team and just not go for 2,000 miles, because that's like 5 miles a day. And so we decided to aim for 1,010 miles for the two of us for the year. So do you have, I said I picked that one because I want to do one I think might be doable and not feel daunting at the beginning and think I'm just going to be discouraged and not do it. So it's happy moving. I gotta learn editing Monday. And if you like this video, click subscribe and like and join me for the fun.